see. You can see when I bring you. Hmm? Doobly doobly doo. Off we go. Doobly doobly doo. Off we go. Doobly doobly doo. Here we go. Doobly doobly doo. Off we go. Doobly doobly doo. Here we go. Doobly doobly doo. Hello everybody. Welcome to this live stream. So here's the life of a busy mom. Okay. So as you can see, it's 9:23. 9:23. I'm getting ready for work. So my daughter stays here with me in the office for now. It's not a go get chai.
Mommy, chai. Chai? Okay.
So she loves chai so much. She's going to get chai. And so the morning is not very strict. So we do whatever she wants. She was watching a video for a few minutes, but she has stopped. So what I will do before she settles is I will read my book before she finishes her chai and everything. Supposed to respond to so many messages on WhatsApp because we ran an ad. So we ran an ad on WhatsApp business that went on Meta on Facebook, and I have so many inquiries about the masterclass. So I want to do that within this first hour. Ideally I start work at around 9. Yes, at around 9 a.m. So like today, she has already showered. She has already drunk even breakfast and chai. I think she's just hungry. So basically, what I will do is set up my space, and then I'll set up my space, and then when she gets back, we can do some reading or some coloring. Mostly reading. I have a few books here. So although these are my books, these are my own books, nutritional books. This is my study Bible. I have Robin Sharma's 5 a.m. Club. So I have a few books, Atomic Habits, Let Food Be a Medicine, and books about juicing. Then, so basically I'll grab her books from downstairs. She has so many books so far. As I said before, I am so intentional about getting my children books that will benefit them and things that will benefit them. So she has already gotten her chai, which is a lot of chai. Sit down. Don't put on the laptop. Put it here on the table. Put it on the table. Good. So at this stage, she's able to get her own snacks. And what I'll do is I'll give her some biscuits. So she's basically copying what we are doing, imagine. So we sit down and work, and now that the brother is not around, she can use her own laptop. So she has her own laptop. Yes, homeschooling is expensive. There's something I didn't tell you. Homeschooling is very, very expensive. You don't close it, okay? Yeah, don't close it. So you have your chapati?
A cup.
She gave you a cup and a chapati. So she already went downstairs, got herself a snack. As I said before, we have a nanny who helps because we are both working. So she got herself a cup of chai, came back, and a piece of chapati, which is so awesome. She's able to figure out when she's hungry and to get what she wants. What we are yet to do is to figure out potty training. So we are yet to figure out potty training. So these are some of the books. I told you she has so many books. Although this is my son's book, the Aristocats and the Missing Necklace. The Aristocats and the Missing Necklace. So we try to get as many books as we can. Let me show you. This is my own life planner for meals. It's a meal planning journal. You can see it. The light is not so good. Okay, let me show you. Okay, like this one. Can you see? So it is a meal plan for 4 weeks. So what we have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all meals. So like today, rice and minced meat, cabbage and stuff like that. Then tomorrow for breakfast. So I was trying to write in new or interesting meals. Breakfast we'll have tea, buns and browns. Then if we have overnight pizza, we can have that. Then rice kamande. Then the next day for breakfast, tea, sandwich, and then later on ugali and creamy spinach. Breakfast ndoma. Oh no, see, this is supper. Ndoma and beef stew. And then Chinese cabbage salad, tea, sausages, and baked beans. So I haven't finished for the whole month. That is just week 1. Then it still continues to help you to do that. So I'm looking to create such a thing for Malkia, such a book. Tell me in the chat if you would like such a thing. Would you like to have such a planner to just support you in your journey as you learn meal planning, or as you start meal planning, or as you continue with meal planning? So that's just it. Then it also has a cleaning schedule. This is a book for moms. I can't remember where I picked it, but it's by Lindsay Crosby, and it was in a bookshop. She's a TV's queen of clean. And the title says, Plan Your Way to a Tidy and Well-Managed Home. And who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't want to have a well-arranged home? So as I'm striving and continuing striving to organize my home, because it's not an easy task. Organizing the home is not an easy task. Ask any mother. And especially for Jessica, because now I'm homeschooling, I'm working from home. It's a lot. So I decided to come here, and Helen recently asked me how my morning routine is like. Now that I'm working from home, I'm homeschooling, I'm trying to cook, I'm trying to organize. There's so much to do in this house. That's why I say we work at home and from home. Because my husband, for example, he works from home because he has a job, but he works from home. Me, I work from home and I work at home because I have to ensure. So I should be paid double, and yet I'm not even paid well. So I have to ensure that the meals are done, the house is cleaned. There's so many little things that I do as a woman working from home, which my husband doesn't necessarily do. For him, he'll find that breakfast is set, he sits down and eats. Sometimes he will even carry that meal and come eat from his office, which I found to be very rude because we have a dining table. Anyway, life is busy. Sometimes he decides he can't really take a break and he will eat from downstairs. So I was showing you that this booklet made by Lindsay has a cleaning schedule. So what you put in your cleaning caddy, you put a window cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, a washing up liquid, laundry detergent, fabric soft conditioner, toilet bleach, and beeswax polish. And then you make sure that you can also make your own cleaning products like glass spray and sticky labels. You can have essential oils. She has such a nice book. So I'm definitely gonna copy this. I'm definitely gonna copy this. So I don't even feel it up because I feel like this is something I want to keep for long. So I just read it. I read it and then I put those things aside. I put those things aside. So I don't necessarily write or even whatever in this book. It's such a nice book. Here is the household cupboard checklist. Are there bin liners? Is there a dustpan and a brush? Is there a broom? Is there a mop and a bucket? I just love this book. It has helped me to remain organized, like really organized, because as I said, life is so busy. Life is really busy. If you're not careful, you get overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed by the busyness of life, and how the house can get quite messy. For example, I saw a certain influencer and YouTuber saying how her house is so messed up because she has a busy life and she leaves the house early in the morning. She goes to exercise, like she's doing a lot of busy things. It's so hot. I find if I can get my, I stopped wiping myself with a nini with my hand. It's because I've not turned on the fan. Look at me. I'm wondering why I'm melting here, yet I've not turned on the fan. So I was saying I found this influencer showing her messy house, and of course, in case she watches this, it's Milka of PK, and she showed us her messed up house, and then after showing that, she made a video justifying her busy life. And I have no problem. I am also a very busy person. I love to exercise. I love to drink my water. I love to stay hydrated. I love to stay updated on what is happening. But I don't agree that your house should be messy, especially when you have a young person, a young child. I mean, there's few things you can do. No, not even the house. Not even the house. Let's not talk about the house, because sometimes for sure the house can get messy. But your room, and I know I've been in a phase of life where my room was messy. I'm not holy, what do you call a lady? Holy Josephine. I'm not Holy Josephine. There's been a period of my life when I was busy. My house was messy. My sitting room was messy. My bedroom was messy. But it's not, okay, my bedroom, let me say my bedroom, because the rest of the house was being cleaned by our nanny. But the bedroom, I don't allow the nanny to clean our bedroom or even organize my clothes or my husband's clothes. Okay, she cleans them, but as much as possible, she cleans the clothes for now, just for now, until I get my washing machine. Once I get the washing machine, she doesn't, it's just rinsing. And again, I also follow Susie Homestead here on YouTube. She was showing us the things that you shouldn't give your nanny to clean. And I know so many people who give their house helps funny things to wash. I have seen people complaining, house helps complaining that they are being given inner clothes. And I know sometimes I also forget. Like maybe it is we went swimming, and those swimming costumes, those are intimate clothes. Those swimming costume is intimate because it's like directly on your body. Such a shirt is not intimate because it's not directly on my body. But if it's intimate clothes, I am of the opinion that we should not give those clothes to our nanny to wash. So that's my take. I also don't. Okay, she folds the clothes for neatness, but now organizing my closet, I have to kinda fold them again. Not kinda, I fold them again so that they fit in the way I want them to fit in the closet. So, hi. Oh, okay. This is anywhere, anytime, JD. Awesome. Thank you, JD, for giving me 10 subs. You know, I'm almost at 900. Helen said Monday we will be at 900 and I'm already at 900. Imagine. So now it's the last 100 stretch. The last stretch to 1,000 subscribers. I just posted that I'm almost at 100k subscribers on Facebook, just to confuse people and of course to direct them to my channel. We're gonna be wise on these streets. I'm trying to put together, you might be wondering what I'm doing. I'm trying to put together our swimming essentials. Because like yesterday we went swimming and we didn't carry the floaters, and yet we have the floaters. So I'm trying to put together my swimming essentials. Thank you for the likes, JD. I'm trying to put together my swimming essentials. Then this is my swimming cap. I'm looking for my kids' floaters. They have like 3 pairs and I can't find a single one. So yeah, getting organized is not that easy. It is not that easy. Now, and then not being organized is so costly. So look, I have 3 modems. I have Huawei, I have an Airtel and another Huawei. And the reason behind this is because I forgot where one was at one point in life. And so we ended up buying another one. So if you are there and you need a modem, I don't even know what to say. Like last week, I found myself without internet, and yet I have 3 modems and none of them was loaded with internet. Not only internet, some of them don't even have the line. I don't know what is happening. I have 3 modems and I found myself still trying to get the hotel internet because I couldn't, for some reason I couldn't get the Wi-Fi was not working well, and I had not carried my mini modems had no internet. So that happened and I found myself not having internet. Then there's things that just accumulate, like cables. I have so many cables and some don't even work, and yet I have like 100. Okay, not 100, but I have such a big bunch of cables. Look, so many cables. So I'm trying to put them away in this bin bag, because what is life if it's not organized? I really need to organize. Let me come with my ninja so that you also know my ninjas. I have several ninjas. Oh yes, there's this ninja I want you guys to subscribe to. JD, if you are here, it's my children's channel. It's not even a ninja, by the way, because it's my children's channel, and I just forgot to tell you that we did our first music video. Ebu, let me come here and show you. I'm so excited. So that was the first thing we did for homeschooling. We sang a song and recorded it. My family is musical. Myself, I'm musical. And let me just make you laugh. What happened is when I got this song when I was showering, and then after I finished showering, when I was helping my baby to shower. So I have sung it for more than 20 minutes. And then now before I recorded. So let me first come here with my ninja so that you can go visit this house. Now, why can't I comment? Oh shoot, it's because it's no, I can comment. So this is my ninja. Wait, oh. It's not my ninja actually, it's my children's channel. It's my children's channel. But of course, as I homeschool, I'm the one who is teaching them. So I'm trying to see. Oh, I can't moderate. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. Let me just go and see what is on this side of Lucy's channel. She does what? Let me mute, so that you don't get any echo. It's muted. Okay, so I'm checking out your houses. I'm checking out Lucy's house. Oh, this is like my age mates. Okay. Awesome. Uh-huh. Okay. Nice to connect with you, Lucy. And I love your channel. Wow, you have so many views. I hope to get to where you are at some point. So welcome to this live. Lucy, I can't. Oh, I wanted to show you my other house, and so I hope you have seen it. It's the last one here. We did a video, our first music video. So check it out, guys. Last one here. We did a. So we did a music video. You will mute here, and I point you to the screen. You can see it, right? So what I'll do, let me do that. So let me mute myself. So that's what I was doing this morning. You can tell I was very excited to record my first video. Okay. Yeah, so it's fun to be a homeschooling mom. So fun to be a homeschooling mom. Don't mind my hair. I'm supposed to undo it. And now I'm settling into my work routine. So I woke up at around 4:30. I did my prayers. I prepared my son. Oh, no, I didn't. Today I didn't prepare my son. So he was prepared to go to school by my nanny, but I was able to go downstairs and escort him to the gates, which was super awesome. Actually, we took a walk because the bus was late, and we just went to like meet the bus. And we walked, and he told me about his night, what he dreamt. He dreamt himself being a DJ, which was super awesome. Like, why am I here instead of creating meal plans for you? And a master class and telling you how to avoid gluten so that you can glow like me. Anywho, it's enjoyable. So let me get into my work day. So I try to do the hardest tasks in the morning. So for example, I've already gone for my walk. I tried to show you on Helen's live how my routine looks like. So I've gone for my morning walk after escorting my son to school. I went for a walk. I bought some fruits. I came back, did breakfast with my husband. Then we did what else? So I have come in, showered, and I've washed my baby, settled her down to start her homeschooling things, as I also get to settle down. So I'll try and do 1 hour of work, and then I go out, right? So it's around what I started at 9, so it's almost 9:04. It's almost 10, so I have 15 minutes. I only have 15 minutes. So those 15 minutes, because I need to stop at exactly 10, so I can start working. I've been reading this book. So this is my 15 minutes of book reading. Let's read. Come on, guys. Let's read. So the most recent thing I was looking at is food labels and how misleading they are. So food labels warnings, that's what it says there. And it was just saying foods that are processed should come with all the warnings put down. For example, if you are eating meat, dairy, and all that. And I know we just had meat for breakfast, but it should come with these warnings. Allergen contain, you see how products are labeled with allergens? It should be written, allergens contains milk and milk products, eggs, fish, and fish shell. Ask a doctor before you use it if you have cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, hypertension, obesity, or osteoporosis, or if you are pregnant or nursing. So imagine this is talking about a platter of meat, fish, or dairy. That is meat products, whether it's beef, goat, pork, chicken, anything that is meat. You should ask your doctor about it before you start eating. Even if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you have osteoporosis, because these things really affect the health outcomes. If you have diabetes, hypertension, remember, if you are eating meat and you have hypertension, you have high cholesterol. If you have high cholesterol and you eat meat or meat products, you will increase the cholesterol in your blood. Now, it should also be labeled that it has biological agents, all primary foodborne pathogens derived from animals, including bacteria such as Salmonella, Clostridium perfringens, Campylobacter, Staphylococcus aureus. I'm trying to think how we pronounce these words, because as I was doing my master's, this was the things we were looking at. I was doing my master's in food science and nutrition, and I will go back and finish. I started at JQuat. So next year, 2026, I'm prophesying and putting it out here that I'm going back for my master's. It takes 2 years. So yeah, putting money towards it, because the reason I stopped was because of money. All right, so Staphylococcus aureus, Shigella, E. coli, Yersinia, Enterocolitica, and Bacillus cereus. These are very serious bacteria, by the way. Salmonella is what causes typhoid, not typhoid. Salmonella is a bad one. It causes food poisoning. It causes food poisoning. Now, meat, dairy, and fish also contains parasites such as parasitic protozoa, roundworms, and tapeworms. We all know that we get these tapeworms from meat and meat products, and fish and dairy, because these parasites burrow into the flesh of a certain animal or a certain chicken or a certain anything. Then we have prions. These proteins is misfolded form, can cause there's a disease there called CJD, or a variant of that disease, which is a bad disease. Then remember, we are talking about what? Meat, fish, and dairy. These are the most common things we eat, and we say like white meat is better than red meat. But remember, even chicken or fish, we might have parasites. Fish, for example, there's a client I talked to, and she told me she doesn't do fish because it has a lot of mercury, and I thought that is very sensible, and it is very true. It is very true. Fish has mercury, because even the big fish eat small fish that have mercury. So mercury continues accumulating in the body of that fish. Then you can also get viruses from meat, dairy, and fish, such as rotavirus. Do you know we one of the immunizations that children take is rotavirus, so that they don't eat anything that will make them diarrhea and lose water. And I'm wondering, and that is given like every other clinic, they are given rotavirus so that they can introduce a good variant of that disease in their body, such that it won't harm them, even if they come into contact with it, because this virus is just everywhere. It can even be on my skin in manageable levels. But now if my child comes and touches my skin and I have rotavirus, and then they put their hands in the mouth, they can get it, especially because their gut is not used to such things. So the reason for vaccination of our children is so that we can introduce them to this dirty environment. Come through stones. But why do you think we immunize our children against yellow fever, against all these things? Children are born so pure. But as we go along, they have to come into contact with our dirty and polluted environment. So we keep giving them vaccines so that they can at least survive in this world, because this world, the way it is right now, is not very conducive for anyone. Yeah, that's why we are in the village, because the towns, the air is polluted, the water is polluted or contaminated. What else? The plants are grown with a lot of fertilizers and pesticides. What else? Remind me. What else? What else is happening in our environment? We look at water pollution, air pollution, land pollution, and what is the fourth one? I'm forgetting. But we all know that the environment is not clean at all, and the food is not left behind. Food is contaminated with contaminants such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, soil. That's why in the food industry you have to wash a product, sanitize it, bleach it, so many things to make sure that the bacterial load comes down as much as possible. Welcome, guys. Give us a like as you drop in. Give us a like. Now, higher. That is one area. There are so many biological agents that are found in fish, dairy, and meat products. And I said it's not just red meat, even white meat, even chicken and turkey and all these things. They still have parasites. They still have issues that can be passed on or transmitted to you. Remember, kindly like the live. We are at 7 and I see 2 more people who have joined. Kindly like. Come on, give us a like. Now, so we have chemical and other etiological agents that might contaminate the food. So we have arsenic, that is from, I think, paint products. We have pesticide, I just mentioned them. We have mercury, we have chromium, we have polybrominated diphenyl ethers. These are plastic agents, like ethers. They can bind with a lot of things that are not very helpful. Let me take a breather. Let me take a breather. Let me take a breather. So, and remember, I'm talking about things we love: meat, dairy, and fish. Are they good? Are they really good? Can you sit there and say that eating milk, dairy, and other products is okay? Because I have cooked this meat thoroughly. That's why we need to really cook meat thoroughly. If you just cook it hivi horera, you will be eating a lot of bacteria that is totally not helpful for your gut. That's why we find cases of food poisoning. For example, there's recently, this like less than 3 weeks ago, I ate in a kibandaski. I don't even know why. My mother was so not worried. She was worried, but she was also like, why did you even eat in a kibanda? What were you thinking? What led you to eat in a kibanda? And oh, I'm typing over here. I'm sharing on Facebook. So, being on a plant-based diet, like a fully plant-based diet, is it achievable? I believe it's achievable. I believe it's achievable, by the way. And so what I'm doing for me and my family is that we are trying to incorporate as much vegetables as we can, like as much as we can, as much as we can. It is not easy. For example, for breakfast, we had for breakfast we had cassava patty, or like baked cassava, and baked cassava, eggplants and carrots, and some meat, but a small, very small amount of meat, and tea with milk. But as I said, you can reduce the bacterial load of all the pesticides and stuff, those biological agents on meat and meat products, on milk and dairy products, by processing the food. So it remains a big question. Are these things really, really helpful for us? Are they really helpful? How do you I know most of us love meat, dairy, and fish, meat and meat products, daily and dairy products, and all these things. Kindly like this video as you come. Now, I was trying to discourage us from having meat and fish and dairy products because they contain chemicals and other etiological agents such as dioxin and chemically related products. Meat and meat products may contain slaughter waste, antioxidants, artificial what? Let me tell you. Artificial growth hormones, yeah, veterinary drug residues, trioxypurin, adrenaline, cholesterol, and fecal matter. Oh, fish and shellfish may also contain potential marine biotoxins, and it's true, they contain biotoxins. Then the bioaccumulation in animal tissue, these bad things, they bioaccumulate in animal tissue. Chemical and other etiological agents build up in fat, and remember, most of these meat cuts are very fat. So low levels in animal feeds can produce harmful concentration in human foods such as meat, including fish, milk, cheese, and eggs. Tuna and other large fish store more mercury than smaller fish because they live longer and they ingest smaller fish who themselves store mercury. So the primary means of human exposure to dioxins is through consumption of animal fats. Oh, I didn't even know that. In which dioxins accumulate. Give us a like. You have 2 more people here. Give us a like. Now, further bioaccumulation occurs when humans consume these animal products. When you consume meat, dairy, and fish. Remember, that's what I'm talking about. Now, women can transmit these toxins to fetuses through placental tissue and to infants through breast milk. Did you know that you can transfer toxins, biotoxins, and bioaccumulated toxins in your body to your children through your breast milk and during pregnancy through the placenta tissue? I didn't know that. Other risk factors of eating fish, milk, and dairy. I want us to remember what I'm talking about. Now, other risk factors may increase the risk, consuming these things may increase the risk of heart disease, cancer, obesity, iron deficiency, asthma, birth defects, ear infections. Can you believe that? Ear infections. Have you ever had this ear infection that is not going? It can be because you are eating meat and meat products, and fish and dairy. Stop for a little bit. I know for sure asthma, when you stop taking milk, asthma clears out. Someone should prove me right or wrong. But when you stop taking dairy, your asthma clears out. Now, we have these other conditions. There's diarrhea, there's bloating, there's gout, there's stomach aches, there's ear infection, prostate disease, multiple sclerosis, kidney stones, cataracts, osteoporosis, diabetes type 1 and type 2. Are you listening? Diabetes type 1 and type 2 can be contributed to by consumption of animal products such as meat, dairy and milk products or dairy products, also from consuming fish, because fish has a lot of marine toxins as well as mercury which accumulates in the fish tissue. Now, they have listed almost more than 20 diseases. Let me read them one by one from the top. Heart disease, cancer, obesity, iron deficiency, asthma, birth defects, ear infections, stomach aches, bloating, diarrhea, gout, hypercholesterolemia, angina, hypertension, prostate disease, multiple sclerosis, kidney stones, cataracts, osteoporosis, diabetes type 1 and type 2, rheumatoid arthritis, macular degeneration, hypertension, acne and other skin conditions, migraines, lupus, depression, Alzheimer's disease, muscular dystrophy. All these are caused by, they can increase your risk. Eating meat, dairy and fish can increase your risk of getting these diseases. Parkinson's disease, macular dystrophy, I've read that, cognitive dysfunction, erectile dysfunction, irritable bowel syndrome. So many people suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, body odor and bad breath. All these because you are consuming meat, dairy and fish. Meat and meat products, dairy and dairy products, even yogurt. And you are increasing your risks of developing any or more of these conditions. Now, the global the global public health risks, feeding practices and intensive confinement of genetically similar animals. Can you see how this author is wording her sentences? Yeah? The intensive confinement of genetically similar animals fuel zoonotic pathogen adaptation and restrict animals' evolution for resistance to pathogens. What is she saying? When animals are caged, say it's chicken, it's goats, it's sheep, it's cattle, that they are caged. By caged, I mean you have restricted their movements to a certain radius or a certain perimeter. You have chicken, yes, they do have a small space where they can roam, but it is either in a storehouse or a warehouse. If it's cattle, they are zero grazed. As in, who came up with the idea of zero grazing animals? And cattle and chicken and goats. I know, of course, when you let them roam, now that so many people, our population has increased, we don't have that much land to let the animals eat and graze and all that. But if you are able to let the animal roam, even if it's just for a short distance, and then it comes back home, it will be so much beneficial, even to their muscles. Even their muscles will develop differently, so they won't have this much accumulated fat. And remember, we said that this accumulation of fats in animals is where toxins come and bind. Toxins come and bind there. So toxins come and accumulate in animal fat. So if you don't let your animals move around, there's a time, by the way, my mom has kept animals, cows, goats, sheep, cows, sheep and chicken. Myself, I have kept chicken and rabbits. I have not kept large mammals yet. Both cows and the sheep, they would roam in our compound. Luckily, in our rural home, we had a big compound, so they would roam in our compound, but we still restricted them because they would go and eat our vegetables and so forth and so on. But when we were on holiday, we would take the animals to graze outside the compound. We would combine our animals and my aunt's animals, and now all the children, all the 7 of us, would go graze the animals, and we would meet up with other young children and graze the animals like that. The reason why we really enjoy eating beef and goat meat from, and even sheep meat from places like the pastoralist community is because those animals work. They have not accumulated as much fat as animals from the central region or from the western region. In the central region of Kenya, we keep mostly dairy animals and zero grazed animals. And zero grazed, you know, grazing was the animals would move from this pasture to another, to another, to another, like that. But when they are zero grazed, they are not moving. You're bringing the food to them, you're bringing the water to them, and basically that animal barely walks. It just comes, eats, and then sits down, gives you milk. You take the milk to the wherever you're going to sell it. So it has not even finished chewing the cud before you feed it again. Of course, we feed it often for milk, increased milk production, but I am not fully given into that idea of zero grazing. Maybe over time I will, but for now, I'm not fully given to that idea of zero grazing. So when I kept chicken, I had tried to put chicken for meat. They're called broilers, yes. But unfortunately, it didn't even take, because a cat came and ate all the chicks before they even got to 2 weeks. I think I got the chicks when they were 1 day old. By the time they were getting to, I had lost 100 chicks within 2 weeks. That was an investment of around 8 to 10 to 15,000. But we move on. Now, okay, so I'm now also being more convinced. I'm convincing myself that eating meat is not a very good idea, because how have these animals been raised? How have these animals been brought up? If you answer that question and you answer it like you have the conviction that these animals, they really need something different, you might not you might also find that you're being convinced to stop eating meat. Yeah, so it is something that I am convincing myself that maybe, just maybe, we really need to stop eating meat. And that was the whole idea of reading this book. The homeschooling duties, they are alive. Yes, I am glowing. Thank you and welcome, Robertina, local mom life. Imagine, I have tried to reduce animal proteins and gluten, but I can say gluten mostly because animal proteins is still good as far as you cook it the right way and you source it from a good source. It gives you a very nice source of protein, and also there's one vitamin that you won't find anywhere else. I'm forgetting whether it's vitamin K. I think it's vitamin K. I'm forgetting. But there's a vitamin that you need to supplement if you are not taking meat. Yes, you get it. If you're not taking meat, there's some it's even in this book. Let me see if I'll get it. Yes, you need to supplement with vitamin B12. So vitamin B12 is only found in animal protein, and it is very important for the functioning of your brain and nervous system. So for if you're not eating meat, because most people get vitamin B12 from eating meat and animal-based foods, you need to supplement with vitamin B12 supplements, because B12 comes mainly from bacteria that are found in the soil. And the way you get these bacteria in your body is meat is one way, but also some like eating food fresh from the soil, like without washing and all that, because I said this bacteria is found in the soil. So how you get it from meat is because the animals graze, they are eating, say it's just grass directly, like they are rooting it from the ground, so they are eating it together with soil and all that, and that bacteria that helps with the synthesis of B12 is found in soil. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, so hey, this life is fun. So I also said not eating animals is good for the environment, it's good for the animals themselves. So right now I'm seeing how wrong it is to actually use zero graze animals to put fish in a pond, because you're restricting their movement. But at least for fish it's okay. For fish it's a bit okay. Let me say hi to people. For meat it's a bit okay, just a bit. For fish. But now let's look at let me put this book down for a minute, and let's talk for real. Let's talk about cattle, like cows, for meat and for milk. Let's talk about cattle for milk and for meat. They are zero grazed, and remember I said grazing was meant to help the animal move around. It would help to distribute the fat from, like when you are moving. Even me, when I'm walking, look, this fat is distributed.
Yeah, farted.
Why are you farting? Don't fart. Oh my dear baby, kindly love these children. They are so fun. And also love like this live, like double tap. I was saying the idea of I've forgotten again. The idea of zero grazing animals was weird, because now you're restricting how far this animal can walk. You're restricting how far how the fat distribution will be. And I was saying, look at how easy it is to walk and how effective it is for us in losing weight. And I know you will say buffaloes and hippos, they eat veggies and they walk, but those are wild animals. Let's stop joking about such things. It's not even funny. You can't compare the diet of such a huge animal with our own diet. They have seen animals in Japan that are so huge, but they walk. Cattle, they are actually made to walk from this section to this pasture to this pasture to this pasture, and their meat is so good that the cut of the meat has very little fat and it is very well distributed. And so that is what we are aiming at, to have the fat well distributed in these animals, such that when you are eating it, it is not so fatty. Have you ever gone to a butchery and you're telling the butcher, trim the fat, and it's from a cow, trim the fat. From chicken, we always say remove the skin, because the skin is where the fat has accumulated. And I remember why I said the importance of removing the fat. Fat is where toxins accumulate. And we have seen so many toxins are in our animal products, our animal food products, such as meat, milk, dairy. Like, we all know these things. We all know these things. You don't get food poisoning from eating vegetables. Do you get food poisoning from eating vegetables? Robertina, if you're still here, you don't. Let's say the truth. You don't get food poisoning from eating veggies. You don't get food poisoning from eating a fruit. Even if it was not well washed, you won't get food poisoning from that. Now, let's look at, we are looking at what are the things that are in this fish that are really not desirable. And I have lost my page. I have lost where I was. But I was saying it's not good for the animals itself that we are eating meat. It's not good for the environment that we are eating meat. It is not good for us because we are increasing the risk of getting diseases such as cancer, hypertension. I've read a whole list. Heart disease, osteoporosis, because this food with its we call them phytochemicals, chemicals that are not really good for you. When they get in the body, what they do is that they will go and bind some elements and cause now what we refer to chronic diseases. They can bind to an element or to a cell and cause that cell to grow abnormally, either to develop a wound or to attack other cells, or to just you can also find that the cell now has grown, like imegrovibaya, it has overgrown and it causes a mass. I don't know why I'm showing my neck, but you can develop cancer anywhere. Why I'm showing my neck, it's because unfortunately I've seen people who have uvimbe hapa, uvimbe kwa uso, uvimbe hapa kwa macho, and it becomes a mass that it even covers your eye, and of course it's cancer. And I said cancer comes in two different forms. There is malignant, and there is, which is the other type of cancer? Tell me in the chat. There is malignant, and before you run, remind me before you go, Robertina. There's malignant cancer and what? There's another type of cancer. Who can I ask? Let me ask Copilot. Copilot, wake up. Let me ask this AI. Hi, Copilot. So there are two types of cancer. What is the name of the second type of cancer? What is the name of the second type of cancer? What is the name of the second type of cancer?
Hey, Jessica, it's Copilot here, now with voice. You can chat with me like you would with a friend, whether it's questions, brainstorming, or even a different language. I'm all ears. And if you ever want to tweak how I sound or how fast I talk, just hit up the settings. Let's dive in.
Right, Copilot, welcome to this chat. Now, I was asking, what is the second type of cancer? There is malignant, and the second one is called what?
That's benign.
Oh.
Unlike
Go ahead.
The second type is benign. Benign tumours are non-cancerous and don't spread like malignant ones. They're usually less aggressive, but they can still cause issues depending on their location. Anything specific you're curious about?
I'm reading this book and I'm trying to help my audience understand that malignant cancer is what can move from one section of the body to another. Okay, I'm here talking with Copilot. Now, I was trying to explain to them how meat and beef products or dairy products are they are increasing the risks, the risk factors of getting certain types of cancer. What can you say about that?
You've got a point. Some studies suggest that high consumption of red and processed meats can be linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, especially colorectal cancer. It's thought to be due to factors like cooking methods and the presence of preservatives. Dairy's link to cancer is more debated, with some studies showing a potential risk and others suggesting protective effects. Balanced information helps readers make informed choices.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, trying to help readers make informed choices. So I'm reading this book written by let me see. It's by a group of people. It's edited by Jim Stone. It's called Forks Over Knives. It's the plant-based way to health, and I'm reading it on a YouTube live and just trying to help people understand how can a plant-based diet lead us back to health or to health. What can you say about that?
A plant-based diet can be a game changer for health. It's rich in nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants, which can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers. Plus, it often leads to better weight management and improved digestion. The key is focusing on whole, minimally processed foods for maximum benefit. It's great you're spreading the word about this on your YouTube live. Keep up the fantastic work.
Awesome. So I'm also getting convinced that I myself should go on a plant-based diet. I seem to have dropped. So, and we've also seen how we can use quinoa for breakfast. I know many of us still don't know what that is, but it is all good. It's all right. Okay. Now, I've been here for more than an hour, 1 hour, several minutes. I have read the book. The good thing is, in addition to learning about the plant-based diet, I feel like we have discussed a little bit more on what we can do to actually incorporate a plant-based diet in our day-to-day life. And as Copilot has said, you just start small. Start with one meat-free. We say a meat-free Monday, where you're not doing meat at all, and then you move on and do maybe 2 or 3 days. Then from there you continue increasing it until you reach to maybe 5 days, and then from there 5 days a week without meat. Then from there you can continue and say, now I'm on a fully meatless diet. That is where we all want to be. All right, so I'm gonna end it there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the people who are popping in and out. Now off to the next thing.
Ow. Mommy, what are these? Yes, yes. Mommy, what are these? Mommy, what are these?
What is what?
What are these?
It's a bead.
Hmm?
A bead.
Okay, baby. Then I'll write it down. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right, so now off to the next. I've read my book. I have discussed or engaged here with you. I've showed you some of my homeschooling routine. This is my son's Swahili reading record book. I don't know whether you can see it very well. So every time he reads a book, he comes and writes it here. So he has read several books so far. So he comes and writes that, I outlined for him. Today we are reading page 1 to 5. Tomorrow we'll do another 3 pages. The next day, like that. That way we keep a record, and we can even reward him. We can reward him after he's read. Maybe he's read 5 books in a month. I can imagine my son can read 5 books in a month, because he loves reading, and we encourage him to do that. If he has read 5 books in a month, we will reward him with something such that it makes sense for him to keep reading, because motivation is needed, but discipline is needed, but as well as motivation. So if he's disciplined enough to keep reading 5 books at a time, you find that he's rewarded for it. So now I'm off to my next routine, which is going to class. I also go to class, so I'll put on my shoes. I have not put on my shoes, and then I'll be off to my next engagement. My daughter is fiddling with the camera. But that's basically it. That's how my morning routine looks like. I wake up, I pray, I prepare my son for school. After school, I go for a walk or I exercise. After exercising, I come and shower and take breakfast. I try as much as possible to make that be with my children and my husband. And then after that, now I set up for work. My daughter is here with me. She's the one shaking the camera because she's such an obedient girl, an obedient little girl. You are. So, my mommy is the best. My mommy is the best.
My mommy had a backpack. My mommy and they open her coat and I got my daddy better and he was sick.
My mommy is the best there ever was. My mommy is the best there ever is. My mommy is the best there ever was. My mommy is the best there ever was. My mommy is the best.
My mommy is best. A perfect me is daddy. A wealthy peanut. Hey,
Sing chuchua.
Chuchua.
Chuchua. Wa. Chuchua. Chuchua. Wa. Chuchua. Chuchua. Wa. Chuchua. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Go get your shoes, we go for a walk.
Mommy, my toy. My toy. My toy boy. Mommy, I picked a back and 1, 2. We are right. Mommy, I have poo.
Yeah. Let's go now. Yeah. Time to go. Give me that one and the other thing.
Huh?
Give me that green thing.
1.
Thank you. Time to clean up. Time to clean.
Clean up my cup alone. Here, clean up, put her no clean up. Clean up. Here's the area.
Clean up. We had fun today. Now it's time to tidy up, put everything away. Hey, clean up. We all had fun today. Now it's time to tidy up, put everything away. Hey, clean up. We all had fun today. Come we go downstairs. Here.
Mommy, you're gonna cut me
Stop screaming. Change your diaper. Change. Welcome back. Nataka me. I'm not going, Gemma. I'm starting to work now. Daddy is the one who goes.
Me going to York.
So now I'm off to my class. I'm ready. Ready. I hope that was helpful to someone. Understanding more about plant-based diets and also getting a glimpse of my routine as a homeschooling mom, a homeschooling and working mom. So yeah, that's what I do. That's how my 5 a.m. to around, what time is it, 11 a.m. is. So I need to hurry because now my class begins at 11 and it's only 10 minutes to 11. All right, bye-bye. Okay. All right. Hi. You're coming to get me. Yes, that one is heavy. That one you want to be able to carry it.
Mommy, I'll carry it.
Mm.
Mommy, carry it.
Mm.
Mommy, carry it.
Put it there. Put it on the bed.
Mommy, carry it back.
I will.
Carry it. It's in the basket.
It's not broken.
A better?
Alright, see you later.
Mommy, come.
Let's go.
Carry it.
I'll carry my bag.